Good morning, Darlene Pre-K. It's a beautiful day today, and this week we are going to start talking about weather. Weather is very important, and we check the weather almost every day. We ask, is it sunny? Is it rainy? Is it cold? Is it windy? Is it snowing? We ask all these different things about what's going on outside, and that's called the weather. So a lot of times you can actually look on the news, like mom or dad might be watching the news every morning, and they have someone called a meteorologist, or we might call them the weatherman, and they study or they look at everything about the weather and then they tell us about it. So this week we're going to learn all about the weather, and we have a perfect story for that called How Weather Works. Weather. Some days are cloudy and cold. Some days are sunny and warm. Sometimes it rains or snows. We call this weather. Clouds. The air we breathe has water droplets in it. Clouds form when warm air rises and then cools. And at the bottom it says, the water droplets in the air are so small you cannot see them unless you look up at the clouds. Clouds can be different shapes and different colors. Thin, white clouds high in the sky usually mean fair weather. Fair weather just means nice weather. No storms, no snow, just a nice, beautiful day. Thick, puffy clouds hang lower in the sky. They can mean weather changes are on the way. Sometimes they might mean that it is time for low, dark clouds to bring rain. Lightning happens when electricity moves between clouds or between clouds and the ground. Thunder is the loud rumbling sound you hear after the lightning strikes. Wind. We know a lot about wind lately. It's been very windy, hasn't it? Wind is moving air. Wind moves things like clouds. Moving clouds change the weather around the world. Nice weather sometimes brings light winds. Light winds feel good. They keep us cool and can be fun. We love to have a little light, brisk air during the summer because it helps with how hot the sun gets it. Strong winds can move in suddenly with a storm. A lot of times right before a storm, you'll start to see the clouds get darker, and you'll start to feel the wind get harder, or all of a sudden wind will start. And if you use your sense of smell, sometimes if you close your eyes and breathe in, try to smell the air, you can smell water, or you can smell the rain. Try that next time that it's about to rain. See if you can smell the water. Hurricanes and tornadoes make the strongest winds on earth. A lot of times we have a lot of more chance than not, we have tornadoes around here. We haven't had that many in quite some time, but we don't deal with the hurricanes as much. We deal with tornadoes. Hurricanes are more toward the coast or at the beach. They have to deal with that. Now, sometimes we might deal with the rain from a hurricane, but we don't deal with as much of the winds as strong as they do at the beach area. So that's a picture of a tornado there. They can damage plants and buildings. Like plants might be the trees. They take down the trees, or they take down a house or your shed out back. Sometimes they can do that. Weather and seasons. Now we know all about seasons, right? Whoops, my little cursor is silly today. So we have 4 different seasons. So we have spring, we have summer, we have autumn, or what else do we call autumn? That's right, fall. And then we have winter. Right now, we are in the season of spring. So we are getting really, really close, though, to summer. But right now we're in spring and where everything is starting to grow. Okay. Each season has different weather in it. Spring brings rain, which helps plants grow. We've had a ton of rain lately. So we know that spring brings the rain. A lot of times we will have a big amount of rain, and then when it turns to summer, we dry up and we have no more rain. Summer is the warmest season of the year. That's a lot of times when we go outside and we play in our pools or we play with our sprinklers because it is so hot. The sun makes it so hot. And that's when we really do like the breeze or the wind, a little light wind to help cool us down. Fall weather is cool. It causes leaves to fall from trees. Now remember, fall, we also call the season fall what? Autumn. That's right. We also call it autumn. So autumn is when the leaves start to fall. And I always told you, fall, the season of fall, means the leaves are falling. So that's when it usually starts to cool off. Now, in Alabama, sometimes it doesn't cool off as much as in other places because a lot of times we have warmer falls, and then all of a sudden it'll just turn cold. But in other places, they have a cooler fall. Then winter brings cold, cloudy days. Cold weather may bring snow. We don't necessarily have to deal with a lot of snow like people up north do. Sometimes it will snow in the south where we are in Alabama, and it's wonderful whenever it snows in Alabama because we don't get it often. So, but our winter is pretty cool. Usually in January or February, it's pretty cool. Usually November, December is not, it's most of the time like our fall weather, honestly. But we just have a different type of weather in the South. All right. So, I'm going to keep going here. The weather affects how we all live our lives. So, in the summertime, we might wear no sleeve shirts or we might wear short sleeve shirts. But in the wintertime, we have to bundle up and wear jackets and boggins and scarves and boots to keep warm. So that's how the weather affects us. It makes us change the way that we dress. It may change the way that we eat. A lot of times in the summer or the warmer months, we eat sandwiches, more cool things like sandwiches, or you have a lot of fresh vegetables. But in the wintertime, you might eat soup. Chili or soup that's warm and makes you warm inside. So weather affects all sorts of different things. It also affects our activities we do. Outside during the summer, you're in the swimming pool. You are in the sprinklers. You are possibly in your bathing suit, or you're on your bicycle, or you're in the sandbox. But in the wintertime, we don't do that, do we? No. Sometimes if it snows, we'll be outside in the snow and playing in the snow and building a snowman. But most of the time, we just kind of hurry and get back inside when it's winter. All right, guys, so that was the end of our story for this week. But I will be back tomorrow to walk you through the pictures and we'll talk a little bit more about weather. Bye for now, guys.